It's time to start expecting sudden positive shifts, my friend. Today we have 11 of November. And many people know, if you're into numerology, that number 11 is, in numerology, the most powerful number. It's called the Master Manifester. It's about the archetypal energy frequency that is all about attunement. It's all about alignment. It's all about clarity and clear intention. It's a wave on which thoughts flow in a very clear direction. So this is a powerful energy archetype, and today's day is in this frequency. So if you can in tune with this energy, you can become the master manifester. And I want to talk a little bit about this so you know exactly what to do if you want to elevate your frequency. What this day can give you is it can help you to upgrade your mindset, upgrade your emotional awareness, because what blocks our power of manifestation is stored emotions. And it can help us to understand how to get deeper into that intuitive voice. So we live in clarity and we do what we feel guided to do rather than what the world says to us that we need to do. That's how we live in alignment with ourselves, with our voice, and we live less distracted with the external noise of the world. So why today's day is so powerful? Because there's the energy of the Master Manifester. There are two 11s, 1111. It's a symbol of powerful alignment that happens. It happens every single day at 1111, and people who catch it, it symbolizes to them that they are in alignment. So every time we are in alignment, we will see this kind of signs. And when we are out of alignment, we don't see them. That's how we know that we are out of alignment. We don't see synchronicities, we don't see signs, and we feel our journey is a bit harder. So I came into this forest. I'm just after my gym session. I came from the gym, and I said I will go into the forest to walk a little bit. And then this forest, look at this. It's so beautiful out there. It's still early in the morning, it's still foggy, it's very mystical. And this forest inspired me to talk about 1111. So how can you become a master manifester in your life? You've heard so much about manifesting already. So much that, many times when I talk with people, they say, yeah, I know all of this. And I ask them, so how does it work for you? And they say, well, not so well, not so well. Like, I've manifested great relationships, but I struggle with money. Or I've manifested great amount of money, but I struggle with health, or things like that. So master manifester still struggles sometimes, but his struggles don't really look like struggles. They're actually intentional challenges that help him to get onto the next level, because he accepts everything that is happening as a part of his journey. So he's not fighting with the current of life, and that helps him to not waste his energy. So he has a lot of mental energy, and therefore he's not experiencing some reactive emotions because he's not reacting to what is going on. He's very fluid in his energy, or her in her energy. So master manifester is very fluid because he's not reacting to circumstances. This is a powerful lesson from a master manifester. He's not reacting to circumstances. She's not reacting to circumstances, which means that everything that is unfolding can be seen as a part of the process that is taking us to where we want to get ourselves. So all of us have within us a voice, and we call it a gut feeling, we call it intuition, we call it a voice of wisdom. Whatever name you put to it doesn't matter. What matters is what it says. And to some, it speaks in words. To others, it speaks in feelings. To others, it speaks more in like subtle sensations. Like just, this resonates, this doesn't resonate. And doesn't matter how it speaks to you. More you pay attention to it, more it becomes alive, and you start to understand it. And master manifestors don't really look outside for what to do. They look within and they ask themselves, what inspires them? What inspires me? And yes, the external world can be a symbol of that. So, for example, if you think about what's inspiring in the world, like maybe a certain artist inspires you or a certain entrepreneur inspires you, you will notice that you have connection with that field of work or knowledge or whatever. And then you go within and you ask yourself, how can I do it in my way? And that's what manifestors are doing. They learn from environment and then they tune in and they ask themselves, how can I do it in my own way? And usually we don't know until we start just doing something, and then we learn more from our own guidance. Then we learn how the current of life takes us into our own journey. And because master manifestors know that they need to be very intentional, they learn the art of what Esther Hicks is teaching so well, segment intention. So they are very intentional. They know that their intention actually drives their behavior. So before they do something, they set an intention for it. Like there's a beautiful practice that says, wouldn't it be nice if, and then you set a word. Wouldn't it be nice if today something unexpected would find me? Wouldn't it be nice if this project would turn out so well? Wouldn't it be nice if today I would be able to talk with a kind person? Or whatever it is. Whatever you start doing or wherever you go or whatever is going on in your life, before you start, before you begin it, set an intention. That's what master manifestors are doing. And they always have some kind of an ideal in their minds. They know, master manifestors know, that we are here to self-actualize. What does it mean? It means to actualize our potential. We're not here to be like everybody else, we're here to actualize our potential. So we need to ask ourselves, are we living in our potential? Are we living in what we are truly capable of? Or are we holding ourselves back because we are only doing what we think we have to do to survive? So even survival has its own part in our lives, and doesn't matter at what level of evolution you are. The point is that you know it's not the final point. The point is that you know it's only a beginning. Where you are is only a beginning. You see, people who don't know about mastering the art of manifestation, they feel they are already the best they could be, and at that point people stop growing, and when people stop growing they start to feel limited, and when people start to feel limited they start blaming external circumstances for where they are, how they feel and how they think. While master manifestors that live in the frequency of today's energy 1111, they don't live at the final point. They live as today is a beginning of what I'm working on. But at the same time, they feel fulfilled because they know that the present moment is all they have. So this is a great mastery because it's the middle point. It's not hoping that something will find them, And it's not being arrogant because they're so evolved. It's just that they know that where they are is exactly where they're meant to be. And at the same time, they have the highest ideal for what is possible for them. So they have a meaning for their journey. Meaning comes from growth that they want to experience. And because they feel inspired to grow, because they feel inspired to get better, to become more skillful, to become more wise, or whatever they aim for, they feel a lot of motivation to start each day, to begin anew every single day, and to feel driven to keep getting better, to keep getting wiser, to keep getting more skillful. This is a great mastery for manifestors. They know they're on a journey here, they're travelers, but at the same time, their minds are tools for creation, which means that more they are clear on what they want, more their journey will be directed towards this kind of outcomes. Why? Because the world is mental. They understand the world is mental. And more we become clear in our minds, better the outcomes will be. But not everything will happen the way we want, because there's many different minds out there. And we're intertwining with other people's intentions. So we need to understand that not everything will go our way, but eventually we will reach our goals. So once we understand that, we have compassion for everything that finds us, because we know if it's not our creation, it's someone else's creation, and we need to have respect for it. And therefore, if we don't like how circumstances in the world are happening, then we see errors in the collective mind that require healing and upgrade, which means greater knowledge, greater understanding. So master manifestors know that in order to heal the world, we need to heal parts of ourselves that are reacting to what is destructive. Because we know that no disease is healed by reacting to it, but actually by healing it. And healing happens when we gain a greater understanding of how it can be healed, right? So that's what healing is all about, to gain a greater understanding of how it can be healed, which requires learning or finding help, finding support. So master manifestors know it's not all upon them, it's not all upon you, my friend. There's many people that know what you need to know. There's many people who can help you at what you feel lost right now, or even stuck. So many master manifestors became master manifestors because they understood it's not all up on them. They've started looking for help. They've started looking for healers, for coaches, for mentors, for great teachers. They've learned from them. They've recognized that what they are struggling with, or they were struggling with, there are people who have already healed from that, who have already overcame that. And therefore, they've sped up the process of healing. And that's how we start healing the world, right? So that's what the frequency of a master manifestor is teaching you today. There's so much good in front of you, my friend. Don't be defined by how your life is right now. Be defined by the infinity that gives you life. That's what you should be defined by. When you place your hand onto your heart and you feel the life force that is making your heart beating, be defined by that life force. It's the breath of life that gives you life. Be defined by the infinity of that force. And know, my friend, that there is no limit for you. There is no limit for you. The only limit that exists is the one you placed it into your life. And only by learning and overcoming and becoming anew, you will recognize how capable you are. So I often remind you that no one expects from you to be perfect. No one expects from you to be the greatest possible manifester. But your soul wants to grow. And growth happens when you decide to shine even though you're not perfect. When you decide to glow in your light, which means to do what you love to do what you feel called to do, and just keep doing it until you become so good at it that it outshines all other areas of your life and heals all other areas of your life, because it will heal you and you will become way greater version of yourself than you are today. And it will start reflecting in all areas of your life, in your relationships, in your family, in your finances, in your wellness. Everything will improve because you've started sharing. And sharing can happen, like just with you, which means you need to focus on other people. You need to focus on stretching yourself onto others from the right state, like not giving too much out of fear or because you can't say no, but actually giving because you want to give, giving because you want to help, giving because you've noticed that someone needs it, whatever you are giving. And then having awareness, like when you have nothing to give, you recharge, you take time for yourself, self-care, right? This is what master manifestors have mastered, the great balance of giving and receiving. Because once you find balance within you, that balance will also happen outside of you. And things will start flowing into your life. And opportunities will come when you will be able to give. So when you accomplish that, my friend, you will live a very, very beautiful life. But that beautiful life begins today, not somewhere in the future. It begins right now, because Master Manifester understands that the process of becoming is truly a process of in-tuning into the energy of being that version. And then it's just about getting better and better at that attunement, which happens through daily work, through daily mindset, through adapting habits to that new version of ourselves. So ask yourself before you finish this video, who are you in that ideal future? Who are you? And today, become that version of you. And you will see where you have blind spots and where you have errors and where you have suppressed emotions to work through. Expressing these emotions will free you. Expressing suppressed anger will free you. Suppressed sadness, suppressed boredom, whatever it is, finding opportunities to express it in a healthy way, like with a therapist, with a mentor, or in the gym, whatever works for you, doing that will free you, my friend. So free your stored energy and in tune with the version of yourself that has mastered this reality. Yeah, I will leave you here. I hope you found a great value, and I want to invite you into my art store. I'm also an artist, a painter, where you will find all of my paintings that will remind you of all these messages. That's what I'm doing as well. So go and check it out, AttractPassion.com. And if you're coming from this video, you can use the code PASSION15 and you will get 15 off on your first order. Also join our Patreon community for more teachings, guided meditations, and exclusive content. And also join our YouTube membership if you would love to support this channel. Thank you so much, my friend, and till next time, one love.